there. Today I have a different sort of video for you. I'm going to be reviewing some skincare products. Well, one skincare product in particular. I'm going to go a little bit into the reasoning behind why I'm starting to do skincare. So if you don't care to listen to that reasoning at all and you want to skip ahead right to the review, I will leave a timestamp link down in the description box so you can go ahead and jump straight forward. But for those of you who are curious about my skincare journey, skincare has always been like a really big part of my life. I think I've always been pretty active about looking after my skin since I was about 18 years old, 18, 17. So I've always been really good about it. However, most of my skincare up to this point has always been around maintaining. I used to do a lot of like acne prevention when I was a teenager because I did suffer from acne problems. And then after that, it was really just more like moisturizing, hydration, just like maintaining what I already had. And now that I'm inching closer and closer to my mid-30s, I'm beginning to feel like I really need to up my skincare game. I feel like I want to invest more in high quality skincare. It couldn't hurt to start investing more in my skincare and going for more active ingredients and stuff like that. I feel like I've gotten to a stage in my life where I want to start investing more in like skincare, my clothes, my food, just everything in my life, get like fewer things but invest in more high quality things. It's just kind of where I can see myself going down. The reason for this also is that I feel like a lot of people around my age, at least a lot of my friends and peers, are going more into things like Botox and thermage and a lot of like, not plastic surgery, but like different medical level sort of treatments for their skin, which I would love to do, except I am terrified of anything. I don't like people touching me for one, so that like freaks me out. That's why I won't even go into like a facial or go to a salon. I won't even get my nails professionally done. I already have to tolerate the fact that somebody has to cut my hair for me, so I don't know, it's just like a weird thing with me. I just do not like being touched, so that freaks me out. And then what if something went wrong? That freaks me out. Instead of investing in those cosmetic procedures, I've decided to just use my money and buy really expensive skincare instead, and fingers crossed it does a similar job. I'm pretty confident it won't. I've read a lot of articles and talked to a lot of people. I think generally I live a pretty healthy life. I don't smoke, never even touched a cigarette. I don't drink alcohol. I don't drink coffee, although I don't think coffee has any negative health effects. If anything, I've heard positive things about it, but I don't drink coffee. I think the worst thing I might do is not drink enough water and not sleep enough. Like those are the only vices I have in terms of skincare. Okay, so the product I'm going to be talking about today is the Lancome. Actually, it's a long name. I've got it written down. I have like a little notepad of stuff I've written down to say. It's the Lancome Visionnaire Crescendo Progressive Night Peel. It's basically a night peel from Lancome, and it's part of their Visionnaire range. So I'm not sure if you guys have ever used that before, but they have like kind of a specific anti-age nighttime sort of skincare line, and Visionnaire is kind of that umbrella term for it. So just to give you a few facts about the product itself, you get 30 mils of product total. So I bought this from the Mecca website for $125 Australian, but I think it's about $70 US in the States. This whole thing lasts about 2 months. I've only used about half of it so far, but I think if you were to do 2 rounds of treatment, and I'll go into what I mean by treatments, it will last 2 whole months. Some of the other things to keep in mind is that you can only use this product at night. It's intended to be used as a night peel. It does tend to make your skin a little bit more sensitive to sunlight whilst you're using it, so you should be using sunscreen every day anyways. But if you aren't, then you definitely need to start using sunscreen if you use this. Otherwise, you may feel more sensitivity in your skin. Definitely don't do any exfoliation, don't wear any acids, don't do any tanning or anything whilst you're using this product. It is designed to act as a peel, so you definitely don't want to aggravate that by exfoliating your skin or anything else. And it's definitely not meant to be used around your eyes or lips. It is, to me, in terms of skincare, it can feel a little aggressive. So I think also if you have sensitive skin, I would stay away from this. I don't think this is for sensitive skin at all. I personally have combination to dry skin. I don't think my skin is sensitive, and I experience some discomfort whilst using this. So how this works is that there's basically 2 phases. There's a phase 1 up here, which is just a pump, and then on the other side there's a phase 2, also a pump. And what they expect you to do is use phase 1 for 14 nights straight. And what phase 1 is supposed to do, it's a red formula. Phase 1 is supposed to help. They both do different things. Phase 1 is about reducing your pores, improving your texture, improving your radiance in your skin. And then after 14 days, you flip over to phase 2. And this one is more around reducing wrinkles, fine lines, and just brightening your skin, removing dark spots, all that sort of stuff. They do recommend that you use this with a moisturizer right after because it can be a little drying. Personally, what I did was I would do my double cleanse, my toner, I would then use this, and then I would wear the same moisturizer every single night. The moisturizer I used was one from SK2, which is very meh, so I wouldn't recommend that moisturizer, but I wanted to use the exact same moisturizer and have everything else in my routine exactly the same, except just this changed. Generally, during application, phase 1 wasn't too bad. It did leave my skin feeling a little bit on the warm side when I would apply it. It is quite alcoholic, so it does smell alcohol. It is quite a liquid formula. You do 3 to 4 pumps, do it all over your skin, leave it, just pat it down, let it dry, which would probably take like a minute or 2, and then you put your moisturizer on. Phase 1 was okay, was pretty confident about that. Flipped to phase 2, a little bit different. I feel like phase 2 is quite a bit stronger. The alcohol smells quite a bit stronger. When I put it on my skin, I didn't feel any burning, but I couldn't actually open my eyes because the alcohol fumes were so strong that it irritated my eyes. So I had to like close my eyes as I was putting it on. And then after a few seconds it went away so I could open my eyes again. I put moisturizer on. A few minutes later I could feel my skin getting really warm, as if I'd been sitting in the sun for a while. It starts to get really heated. I've read some people felt a burning sensation or like really strong discomfort, after which they just stopped using it after a few days. For me, it just became pretty warm, like I was sweating or something like that. I could tolerate that, so I just went for it, and I persisted for the entire month, just because I really wanted to see if it would work. I will say that if you have any open wounds, so I suffer from eczema, and so I think, I can't even tell, I'm like looking at the monitor, I'm like, which side is it? It's this side. I had some eczema patches here, which is like very sensitive dry skin. This product stung so badly when I accidentally got it onto my eczema wounds. So if you have eczema or any open wounds or anything like that, I'd avoid using this because it does feel quite aggressive. So, does it work? Well, a little bit. What I found is that after a month of use, my skin did feel a little bit more luminous, a little bit more radiant. I felt like it was lighter, it looked clearer. I was pretty happy with my complexion. I thought it looked pretty nice. However, all the other claims it seems to make about reducing pore sizes, reducing wrinkles, fine lines, all that, didn't see any of that happen at all. None of that happened. So I want to say I'm disappointed, but honestly I'm just not surprised. I feel like most skincare products are going to claim the world and really not deliver on those high claims. I feel like it always delivers maybe a quarter of what it claims to do, but that's just my experience with skincare. Don't know if maybe I'm just being too cynical about the whole thing. I don't know if I would recommend this. Would I buy this again? No. I have 1 more month to go with it. I'm not going to use it. I'm going to wait maybe later in the year, and then maybe I'll go and use up the rest of it, but I don't think I would buy it again. The change wasn't big enough for me that I felt like I need to use this consistently. I think I'm just going to go try a different peel. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys found this video useful. Let me know what you guys think. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't want to miss any videos, then be sure to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. This is Celina reporting from my room. Back to internet.